Warm greetings, Salibonani, Linjani, Makadi. So today I was on Star FM, where I was a special guest on a program called The Creative Economy. It's a program brought to you by Star FM in partnership with the National Arts Council of Zimbabwe. And the topic today was digital branding, the importance of digital branding in the creative sector. So when I posted the flyer, I've seen a lot of inquiries as to what was the discourse around, and I felt it's important that I just share a summary of what I shared today. So to start with, people needed to understand what digital branding is or entails for a creative. And by definition, digital branding speaks to the strategic use of digital platforms and tools to create and manage an artist's identity, reputation, and presence in the music industry. So that said, the question arises, why is that important for an artist to use digital platforms and tools to create and manage their identity, their reputation, and their presence? You'll find that there's so much competition now in the creative space. We have so many content creators producing content across platforms. And if you want to have presence, if you want to be seen, if you want to be heard, if you want to be remembered, you should deliberately invest in meaningful digital branding. So first and foremost, it's important that you have social media presence. Speak of platforms like Facebook, platforms like Instagram, your X account, LinkedIn account, TikTok, or YouTube. Those are very critical in terms of ensuring that you are present and visible. We have seen so many, artists, creatives crying foul over limited, opportunities in terms of profiling, media presence. But with the advent of social media, it means that any creative, any artist anyway, can actually ensure their presence through social media platforms. And beyond creating those social media platforms, ensure that you create engaging content. So your content, if you're a musician, for example, could be in terms of quality videos that aligns with your musical productions. We have seen some artists produce good music, but they feel where quality music production is concerned. So it's very important that you invest in good videos that also demonstrate your creativity. And beyond that, you can also have some behind the scenes, content. People also need to understand the creative process behind your music productions. You can also share details about what happens in your day-to-day living. I've seen creatives like Diamond Platinum share video footage of what will be happening in their homes, and they clock millions from that. So people also want to know. Let me speak, for example, an artist like Alec Macheso is someone that I've known for some time, and I think people would want to know. Could Alec Anofarachi, what does he like to eat? How does he spend time with his family? That is a content idea that you can also work on as a creative. And beyond that, you can also, have, digital marketing as a way of ensuring your digital branding. You have a personal website of your own that speaks to who you are as an artist, the type of music that you play, your show dates, where are you performing, when. You can even sell your music on your own website. All that is possible. And it's also a critical method of branding yourself digitally. You can also, utilize email marketing. We have seen some artists cry for limited coverage in the press, but if you do email marketing where you share periodic updates of what is happening, we have seen bloggers, news reporters writing on that to produce compelling content that also helps prop your brand. And then even in terms of platform to showcase your talent, some say I'm a very good performer, but I'm not getting the platform. But with a platform like YouTube, what stops you from having a set of your own, your guitarist there, keyboardist there, uh, drama, you get it, vocals on point, you do a proper quality production. You can even use that to solicit for gigs or performance slots with venue owners. So yes, we may have challenges in terms of operation, in terms of acceptance, but if you go all out in terms of your digital branding, it's pretty easy for you to actually unlock value for yourself as a creative. We have also seen the beauty of collaborations with brands, brand partnerships. As a creative, you also need to identify brands that are running promotions or campaigns that align with your identity as a creative. I've seen my young brother Central, partnering with embassies to promote anti-drug and substance abuse, initiatives. He has lived it, he has conquered it, and because he is a champion in that space, he's now partnering with brands, and that aligns with his brand, and it's also unlocking value for him. So much opportunity lies in terms of digital branding, and from the definition, like I said earlier on, it's about your identity as an artist. It's about your reputation as an artist. It's also about your presence. So every artist must have an identity. We have seen people make a lot of noise when uh, an artist changes, in terms of the type of music that they play or in terms of how they brand themselves. Baba Harare, for example, when he said I'm moving from GT to gospel, there was an outcry. Why? Because it created an identity as the GT king. You get the idea. So it's very important that you have an identity as a musician. We have known Japanese from the Sungano days to Jerusalem and all that, and even the Afro, this model that is taken. All that is part of your branding as an artist, as a creative. And again, reputation is also important. In terms of your messaging, you should be very consistent across platforms. People need to appreciate who you are in terms of your values. If you want to brand yourself as a drunkard, rich dagwa, you can do that, but of course it has got negatives. So in terms of reputation, in terms of your messaging, they should be consistent across platforms. We have seen some creators who are not very consistent. Today they say this, tomorrow they say that. People should know who you are and what you stand for. And let's speak, for example, an artist like Senior Lecturer. He has seen it all in the Sungura circle and is known for nurturing talent. So you see that a lot of musicians, they have actually passed through his hands. So that is his identity as a creative, the Senior Lecturer. You get the idea. It's known for that laid back Sungura. You get the idea. It's calm, collected, quality sound. Same applies even with live performance. It works for him in that manner. And let's talk, for example, a musician like Babalena Jakarta. Yes, substance in terms of the messaging, you know, building communities, empowering different sectors of the community through his music. It works in that manner. Alec Macheso, Ben Revan, we actually happen to be the person behind the hashtag Ben Revan. Having worked with Alec for some time and having seen him engage with communities, I knew that he's a people person and he's bent um, less better or less well with his publics, with music lovers across age groups. So that's why we then came up with hashtag Bend the One. That's their reputation. They are known to engage well with people. They give people value for money. When I show you how much chance we know, if it starts from 2 p.m. up to the tomorrow day, 3 a.m., we are guaranteed value for money. They entertain, they engage. So Bend the One, it's a way of what? Branding themselves. You get that. So it's very important that we also explore all these avenues as we see growth in the creative sector. So I just felt it's important that I actually summarize. We've seen some take it for granted. No, I don't need Facebook. Why should I need it? I'll tell you that from as far back as 2013 when I started doing social media marketing, digital branding for artists, people would laugh and say, we don't need that. We can always use posters. But if you check now, there's a shift. Everything has gone digital. Posters are no longer an in thing. So we started as far back as 2013. And maybe that's some of the artists that have done social media marketing for it. Now have big platforms, over 1 million followers, some 500,000, some 300,000. And it has worked well for them. Why? Because it ensures presence. Some are still able to unlock opportunities even globally in far away Europe because promoters they are able to relate with their content. You perform today, you post on your platforms. People see, oh, there's progress. Chipumo, there is still there. He's performing well. Let's engage him. Let's invite him for a show in the UK. It works for you. So you cannot ignore digital branding if you want longevity in the creative industry. This is just but a summary of what I was discussing today with Ms. Weekend on Star FM's program, The Creative Economy, in partnership with the National Arts Council of Zimbabwe. Thank you so much. It's a summary, but feel free to engage inbox if you need more information as relates to what value you can actually derive from digital branding. So many opportunities lie. Maybe in addition, we can also speak of corporate partnerships. There are so many deals that can come as a result of your ability to brand yourself well digitally. I'll speak of one of the artists that we worked with. We attracted support from blue chip companies, the banking sector. Why? Because The digital branding was excellent. The messaging was consistent. Professionalism guaranteed. So they simply read out on the digital platforms. We've seen the way that you're doing. We want you to run a campaign with us, and for a good 3-4 years, we're running that campaign. Paid well for their work simply because they've got meaningful digital presence. So it's very important that we take this seriously if we want to unlock value for ourselves in the creative sector. Thank you so much, and it was a pleasure sharing these summary nuggets with you. Thank you.